Embezzled, how did we get here? Well, that is what Gizelle is saying that it sounds like Mia and Gordon were involved in. Baby, it is getting hot up in here. Let's get into this tea, okay? So, a preview clip has made the rounds. Actually, two preview clips that we're going to be talking about today have made the rounds from the Real Housewives of Potomac Season 7 Reunion Part 1. Now, in this Part 1, you're going to have Mia explaining to the ladies what is going on with her business entity, okay? Specifically, the joint chiropractic. Now, I know that many of you guys may recall that Mia had made a post on social media about, something about her brother in law, basically cutting her and Gordon off from their business bank accounts or something of the sort, such that they were not able to access the funds from their business. Now, in this clip, Andy is asking Mia about it, okay? And it results in some hilarity amongst the ladies. I mean, the ladies are cracking up. Now, this harkens back to something that Candace had said on Watch What Happens Live when Andy asked the question about who was in the hot seat, who I guess was in the hot seat the most or the worst at the reunion. And Candace had to think for a second, and then she said, "Oh my God, Mia." Mia, she was like, we were all laughing at her, not with her. Okay. And so this appears to be one of those clips in which it's happening. Now, obviously, for reasons I will not get into in depth in this video, but I will in another video. We can't actually play the clip here on YouTube. However, we can talk about it. So I'll give you guys the rundown. So in this clip, Mia is explaining that there are board members, for which there are 8, and then managing members, for which there are 3, if I'm not mistaken. Now, there is some scuttlebutt around how many, managing members there are versus board members and what their roles and responsibilities are, which results in the ladies crying, laughing at Mia. I believe that Mia just has a very difficult time explaining herself in a way that people can understand. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe it's that the other ladies, as she stated, do not understand business. I don't know. All I do know is as she is trying to describe it, everyone is, in stitches. Okay. They are in the stitches laughing. Okay. So Andy is trying to get clarification, and she's like, as everybody is laughing at the numbers that she's rattling off, she finally says, I've had enough. I'm not going to answer this question. It's going to be next question because this isn't funny. This isn't funny. And so, things settle down just a little bit and she's able to clarify. Now, apparently, as a managing board member or as a managing partner, I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Maybe I don't understand business. I don't know. And I got businesses, but whatever. Um, she states that, perhaps the best thing for them to do, because they can still make their money from, I guess if they sell the business, they can still sell the business and get their percentage of what they are owed from selling it. And then they would be, compensated, very well from that. And that is what they may end up doing, because if the brothers can't get along, then that may be the route to go. So at this point, it's Gizelle that pops up, and Gizelle does what Gizelle does. Okay. Gizelle always has a way of putting a little bit of extra sauce on the meal. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, how did we go from that story to embezzlement? Okay. Because Gizelle says, well, listen, were the brothers not getting along? Is that what happened? Because what it sounds like is the brothers was not happy with you guys allegedly. Okay, let me put the alleged badge up because y'all know the peoples in the streets. Okay. She says, because it sounds like the brother didn't like that y'all was taking money from the company. And again, I'm saying allegedly, but she didn't say it. Y'all was taking money from the company and y'all was spending it on the renovations for your house and buying the house and all kinds of other carrying on. So it really just does sound like embezzlement. So I'm sitting here thinking to myself, like, how did we get here? So Mia is looking like shocked, like, what? I mean, and then the clip ends there. Of course, they're gonna wait until Sunday to really give us the tea. But I was like, dang, how do we get from okay, she's trying to explain herself. Now it's all of a sudden we've gone to embezzlement because Mia and her husband were allegedly, according to Gizelle, taking money from the company, okay, and then using that money to buy things for the house, and then the brother found out and then cut off access to their bank account. That's what she's asking or insinuating. Man, Potomac is wild. Y'all let me know in the chatterization down below what you guys make of this, because I'm interested in hearing what you think. All right. And I will place a link in the description for the actual clip so you guys can watch it. Next topic. All right, next topic. So the reunion also delves into what is going on with Ashley and Michael and Ashley and Luke. Now, you guys may recall that Ashley and Luke from Summer House had a fall fling, maybe. I don't know, you know what you would call it, but she does indicate that she was falling in love with this man. Okay, and it only really, I guess it was only about a month, maybe, but she said she was falling in love. But before we get to that, she talked about an incident where she had the boys for the weekend. No, Michael had the boys for the weekend. And Michael was supposed to have the boys till Monday, and Luke was visiting. And so Michael ends up all of a sudden deciding to bring the kids to her house on Sunday instead of Monday, like he was supposed to, according to Ashley. And she ended up having to kick Luke out because she didn't want this man around her kids. Now she did so. I mean, she told him he had to go. And that was out of respect for both Michael and the fact that, these are her kids, and she just doesn't want to be introducing her kids to just, somebody that is, still relatively new. Maybe she has her own time frame for that, which listen, Lee, I feel like that's respectable. That's respectable. So in the clip, you guys can see that here. Now, this is from cc.loves.u, a really great resource for reality TV related content. So please definitely follow her on social media. But, in this clip, Ashley does say that Luke did tell her that she needs to start setting some stricter boundaries with that good Michael Darby. And, it sounds like maybe she does. But she also goes on to say that she was falling in love with Luke, which is kind of like, oh, now this is interesting. Interesting. Would it be possible? And of course, I feel like it would, to see Luke on season 8 of the Real Housewives of Potomac, which, by the way, is allegedly, according to the streets, slated to begin filming in March. They are not wasting any time in getting down to the nitty gritty. So let me know what you guys think about all of this down below. I mean, do you guys think it was far-fetched for Gizelle to mention the word embezzlement with regards to Mia and the things that she was going through with her business? What do you guys think about Luke and Ashley and the I love you and in love with it all and setting stricter boundaries with Michael? Let us know in the comment section down below, and I will catch you guys in the next video.